Well, Peter, thanks very much for coming today to speak to the Oxford Guild Business Society at the Oxford Union here. I just had a few quick questions for you. First of all, what do you feel your greatest challenge has been? You've been involved in a huge range of industries and very different industries. What have you found to be the greatest challenge?
I think probably the greatest challenge has been to overcome the establishment, to overcome precedents, to overcome attitudes and the traditional thought process of many people, many organizations. That's probably been the hardest thing.
And what do you feel the best piece of advice you've ever been given is?
Well, I think probably the best advice I've been given, and I could give anybody else, is if you want to succeed in this world, in whatever field or format you want to succeed in, you need friends. And you need to take great care and make a significant effort to make friends. And that doesn't just mean friends that are going to be useful to you or friends that are going to give you a leg up or introduce you or help you. It means in the broader sense. You need friends from all sorts of people, people at the most lowly level of the work table to the highest level. And if you have friends, it's amazing what opportunities arise, what support you get. So you need to always consider every day that you're about your business making friends, whether it's a doorman, a concierge, a banker, a lawyer, a prominent businessman, doesn't matter who it is, you need to make friends.
Sure. And I touched upon earlier that you've been involved in very different industries and areas. Which one do you find most enjoyable and why?
I think probably the most enjoyable of the businesses, and certainly not the most profitable, yeah, was actually shipyards. That, you know, I controlled something like 24 shipyards around the world, some of the largest shipyards in the world, and that whole involvement with big ships and shipyards was just very awe-inspiring, very exciting, very dramatic. Yeah. It wasn't necessarily the most profitable of businesses, but I certainly enjoyed it the most. But then I've always loved the sea, I've loved boats, I love sailing, so it's probably quite natural. But it's a business and an industry that I really enjoy my time doing.
And what about the one you enjoy the least?
Probably the casino business. I used to own Aspinalls on Curzon Street, the large casino there, and another very large one in Darwin, Australia, and one in Antigua in the Caribbean. And I thought it would be a business I would enjoy, but I didn't. And I didn't enjoy it because I encouraged my friends to come, as one would, and my friends wanted to come. And if they lost, I felt humiliated and dreadful for them. And if they won, I was pretty pissed off. So it was a sort of no-win situation, and a pretty tough business. So I didn't stay in it more than about 3 years, and it's not a business I would readily go back into.
Okay, sure, great. And if you could do it all again from scratch, what would be the main things you'd do differently?
I don't somehow think I would do anything differently. I think what I've done hasn't necessarily always been the best or necessarily the right or the most appropriate thing. But in every instance, at the time, it's what I passionately believed in, and I did it with all my enthusiasm and vigor, and used whatever talents I have to try to do a good job at it. And I don't think, with the benefit of hindsight, I would really do anything different, I don't think. I think the only thing perhaps I would have liked to have done, which I haven't done, is I would have quite enjoyed going into politics. I gave it a tiny try. I ran for Parliament in a general election for the referendum party for Jimmy Goldsmith, which was an interesting experience, but I was sort of, you know, in a no-win situation. But perhaps that's the only thing I haven't done that I would have quite enjoyed.
Okay. And what are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future is, I think so far I've had an adventure and a half, and I'm looking forward and waiting for the second half of the second adventure. And not knowing what it is what's exciting, but for sure I'm going to have some more adventures, and the fact that I don't know what they are and I have no particular plans is what makes it very exciting. It's about being opportunistic, it's about being adventuresome, and it's about seizing the opportunity when you see it. And you have to have the patience to wait for that opportunity, and it's not about being intense. It's about being sensitive, and it's about being aware, and it's about being alert. And if you do those things, opportunities will come forward, and then it's about making the right decision, not the wrong decision, seizing the right opportunities, not the wrong opportunities. So I think I have another 20 years left in me. I'm nearly 70, but I think I'm good till I'm 90, so I think a lot's going to happen. I hope so.
Great. Well, fantastic. Thanks very much, Peter.
Pleasure.
I'm Abbas Kazmi, and this was an interview with Peter de Savary. Thank you.